Alright, I'm starting a new series where I talk about how to think. The reason why I'm doing this is because I've been coaching many people recently, and I noticed that I'm passing them a lot of different perspectives, views, and approaches to thinking specifically that helps them a lot because it makes everything very, very simple, okay? Once you understand how to think, then you know what you need to do to achieve or get towards a position that you're looking for, okay? This specific video will be about what are people looking for. So, quick example, let's talk about esports. Let's say I want to pass a tryout, yeah? I can think in a way of what is the coach looking for, okay? Let's say the coach, when he's trialing a person, what he wants is XYZ, communication, decision making, sociability, for example. If I can display the qualities of XYZ, I will just pass the tryout. Because coach is looking for X, I am X, boom, fantastic, like perfect connection. Yeah, it can be again translated into a lot of things. For example, a job interview. What is the interviewer looking for? Yeah, like someone is a professional, he's gonna do the extra hours, etc. Can I display the qualities of that person? If I can, he will want me. Okay, it's very, very simple. The whole point, the whole key is understanding that we are living in a human world where you're kind of forced to be social, and you want to be social too. Other people are power, they're strength, and they're also tools you can use. Okay, that sounds a bit negative, like tools you can use. No, that's not necessarily wrong. Okay, as well, when people think about manipulation, manipulation has a very, very negative connotation to it. Okay, but a doctor who is manipulating a child to relax so he can give him the operation, that's not negative. Okay. Or manipulating your fucking mom to not spend the entire lotto winnings she did. Okay, so you can save it for something way better. Okay, these are all manipulations at the end of the day. Okay, you could manipulate your teammates to become a better player, and therefore you will achieve your objective, which is getting to tier 1, for example. Yeah, now you still helped him. Okay, you made him a better player. So it's all a question of how you look at things. Again, this specific video is going to be what are people looking for. Yeah, so let's begin. Let's talk about esports specifically. Let's say my goal is to get to tier 1. How do I get to tier 1? I'm gonna very, very much simplify it. First of all, I need to be good. Okay, be good. Because if I'm not good, I will not pass tryouts. Okay? And just no one will want to play with me. After that, I need to have the right social skills. Okay, because no one wants to play with someone who has big ego. No one wants to play with someone who cannot accept criticism. And many other different things. Then after that, I have to win, because winning will make it a lot easier for me to get scouted. Okay, once it's easier to look at the stats of a winning player. It's easier to look at the gameplay of a winning player because you will anyways watch the VOD of the team he's playing in. So winning in general. Also, once you win, the way Valorant works is you win tier 3, you qualify to tier 2. You win tier 2, Ascension, you qualify to tier 1. You can also do it this way. Okay, and then lastly, people need to know you exist. Okay, so know you exist. Why? Because you can be the best player in the world, but if people don't know that you exist, you will not do anything with it. You will not get scouted. Okay, any field, you can be the best video editor in the world. If people do not know that you're existing, they will not hire you / whatever. Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna specifically focus on this thing, how do I achieve that? Okay, one of the best ways to achieve that is to think about what type of teammates do I want to play with. Yeah, because again, this is a team game. The skill of it is determined by the skill of the individual players. Yeah, so one of the ways I want to think is what type of teammates would I want to play with. Okay, let's say I'm a player. I want to think about what teammate do I want to play with. Okay, I would want to play with someone who first of all is very individually skilled, right? Very individually skilled. Why? Because if he's a good player, I can win with him a lot easier. He will win fights for me, he will make the right decisions, and he will win rounds, essentially. Okay, very individually skilled. Okay, someone who is, let's say good social skills, okay? Why is good social skills important? Because again, he needs to understand how to accept criticism. He needs to understand how to criticize others. He needs to be able to deliver his point correctly. Okay, he needs to be able to voice things out. If he's tilted as fuck, or if he thinks that we're doing something wrong, he has to be able to voice it. Because if he doesn't voice it, the situation will not change. Okay, it's a massive mistake. Just talk about what is bothering you, and therefore you can come with a solution. A lot of people nowadays are scared of confrontation. Confrontation is important. Okay, if you don't confront as human, your confirmation bias will continue to work, and you will keep interpreting everything negatively. Okay, someone ignoring you, you will think he's doing it on purpose, for example, etc. Okay, if you don't voice it, you're making an assumption that he knows it and he's doing it on purpose too. Okay, when you voice it, then you can start fixing it. Okay, so that's that. Next up, what else do we have? Like professional. Okay, why is someone professional important? Because someone who's a professional will show up on time. He will have his life in order. He will most likely, like, okay, you know what? Like, I was about to edit in the same point. I will do it next, which is like doing it extra. Why is doing extra important? Doing extra important is because this is what wins you the atmosphere. Like I cannot really explain it well, but what I mean by doing extra is, let's say you are playing Ascent on defense, and the three A players are like Jet, Omen, and Kaio, and you're the Jet player. Doing extra would be Omen, Kaio. Let's get into a custom game 15 minutes before the prac and discuss how do we want to anchor site. This is doing extra. This alone will win you 95% more rounds. Okay, and it's very simple. All you do is go into a custom 15 minutes and you talk. Okay, if you do that for every site on every map, yeah. Don't need to explain. Okay, so doing extra, and then again I can add a lot of things into it, but that's like the baseline. Yeah, so that's someone I would want to play with. If I want to play with that, chances are other people want to play with that. Okay, long story short, become that person. I want to play with someone very good, very individually skilled, good social skills, professional, extra. Just become that. Okay, because again, it's all a human game. Like, humans are the ones who will get you tryouts. They are the ones who will play with you in teams. They are the fans. They are the org owners. They are everywhere. Okay, they are everyone. It's like, again, like it's a social creature world. So you have to understand that, and then you have to become that. Okay, like become that person who has all these things. It will be very easier for you to understand like how to become the person who achieves certain things. Okay. Now think about it from a leader perspective. Either I'm an IGL or I'm a player. Okay. Every player can be a leader, regardless of the role he's playing. Okay. Let's say I want to look at like who is a good leader. Yeah. Specifically, I will focus on IGL. So someone who's like charismatic, right? So charismatic, someone who has very strong mental. Okay, what does that mean? Very strong mental. Someone who does not care who the enemy is. Okay, if he wins, if he loses, like if it's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, he does not care. It does not change his behavior. Okay, someone who can keep his tone, keep his behavior straight. Okay, someone who is so confident in him and his team that he just delivers it to his team by the way he behaves, the way he acts. Okay, that's like someone who's strong mental. Now adapting. Okay, very important. Valorant is a game of creativity and intelligence. You have to adapt to the enemy. The comps change, the situations change, the round change, okay? You have to call on the fly. You have to understand what enemies are doing and instantly make a plan around it, okay? You have to also ask your players, what's going on? Why are we losing? What can we do? Okay? It's very important. Someone who can also drop his ego. It's very important to be able to drop your ego, okay? When it's important. So, again, I can list a lot of other things, but long story short, this is what I'm looking for in IGL. Become that person. That's all. Okay. Now again, let's say I would want to pass a job interview or like a tryout. Then I could just ask the coach, "Yo, what type of coach, what type of IGL are you looking for?" Just ask the questions and let him speak. Okay. If he's telling you, "I'm looking for an IGL who calls openly, but also I'm looking for someone who is very in the start making period like process, someone who does it one-on-ones with his players too, blah blah blah." Okay, he's telling you all of that. Like that's your that's so easy. If he's told you he's looking for XYZ, just display those qualities. Best way to show it is to just show it with your actions. Okay, that's why I'm saying, like, do not say that you're motivated or passionate. Like you need to show in your actions, like what are you doing because you're passionate and motivated. You know, what VODs are you watching? What extra going to a custom 15 minutes before park are you doing? Everything. Okay, like that will impress and will attract a lot more. Okay, than just saying, "Oh, I'm motivated, I'm passionate," like everyone, like everywhere. Okay, so that's that. Also, like same thing, like you want to DM a coach to get a tryout. You need to write a message that will make him want to trial you. What will he read in his mind that make him go, "I want to trial this guy"? Okay, if I'm writing him a message and I'm saying, "I'm motivated, I'm looking for tryouts." Yeah, cool. Okay, like he gets 50 messages like that, yeah? But how many messages does he get with a VOD, okay, sent? But that's the long story short version of it, okay? Like, what are people looking for? And then become that person. When you give people what they want, it's easier for them to give you what you want, okay? Because once you become this person, like who's like very individually skilled, good social skills, professional, extra, also someone who like motivates the team, okay, like energetic, when you give them all of that and you improve them naturally, it will be easier for them to give you what you want, whether it be getting you tryouts, like I said, because like if you want to play with that and you are that, they will want to play with that as well. So when they go to other teams and they are looking for teammates, like new teammates, oh, we should try out this guy, we should try out this guy, we should try out this guy, like they will think about you. Okay? Like that's the entire game. Okay? Of course it's like reputation, it's a lot of things. Yeah? But long story short, if you're able to think from this perspective, everything will simplify to you. Okay? Like what do I need to present in the job interview to pass it? Okay? Etc. So that's generally it. In next videos I will talk about like how to win, how to lose. I will talk about like skill issue mindset. I will talk about solution based mindset. Okay, like what can I do about it mindset. These are all mindset that's absolutely change the way you think for the better. Okay, just it's crazy. The reason why I chose to make this video is because I've been coaching a fuck ton of people, and I'm just giving all of these people this way of thinking. Okay, and I see how much of a big difference it makes to them. Okay, how much everything simplifies to them because of these ways of thinking. Okay, so that was this first video. I would actually like to discuss, like, if someone like, you can write comments about what you thought about this video, what you think about the concepts in this video, and just everything. Like I'll read comments. I'd be happy to talk about it, and that's all. So I know it's kind of strange video to make, but why not? If you guys found value, fantastic. So yeah.